What's happening, peeps? Today we are talking about The Mandalorian, Season 3, Episode 5. Finally, we have a good episode. Something that leads to other things rather than just hijinks. I do have a couple of complaints, but nothing really that big. But I would like to applaud this show. For some reason, they seem to have fixed it, or eventually we had gotten there, because it was taking forever. So I'm gonna go into a quick bit of show explanation, and then we'll talk about the show a little bit, and then I'll tell you what I liked about this show. So in this episode, Greef Karga is under attack by the pirates, who he has kind of disrespected by killing his people. I don't know why he wasn't better prepared for this fight. He knew they were coming back. He's had plenty of time to prepare. I don't know what he was thinking. During that attack, we have one lone X-Wing pilot who seems to be putting all the pieces together. A lot better than the audience has been the last couple weeks, I can tell you that. Captain Carson finally puts everything together, and he goes to ask for help from the New Republic. And they ain't having it. They ain't having it. They kind of like we are here in the States. They don't feel like spending any money to help anybody out. So, not even themselves. Meanwhile, the comms officer seems to have a say in what happens with the New Republic. I don't know who she is. I thought she was just a regular science officer, but apparently she can just mosey her ass into people's offices and just recommend shit. I don't know what kind of rank structure this is, but hey, if you can get away with it, huh? So Captain Carson flies his ass to where the Mandalorians are and requests their assistance. And to which Din Djarin replies, you know, he's a little wary at first to do it until he finds out that it's what's his name? Is it Greef Karga? I believe it is. Yeah, Greef Karga is involved, and he needs his help. So he's not going to turn his back on his friends. He just has to convince the Mandalorians. They do that, and they're off. The Mandalorian rules seem a little bit wishy-washy to me, as 1 second you can, you know, you can't take your mask off, otherwise you are no longer Mandalorian.
This is the way.
This is the way.
Have you ever removed your helmet?
I have.
Then you are a Mandalorian no more. Remove your helmet. Catan walks both worlds. And she can bring all tribes together.
What? What the fuck? But then someone could just ask you to take your helmet off. It's all good because you saw something. Why doesn't everybody use that excuse? That's fine. It's just a nitpick. I'm just saying, like, these rules are a little wonky. You know what I'm saying? So Bo-Katan is allowed to remove her helmet, as it is said, because she saw the beast, whose name I do not remember, is able to walk in both worlds. I'm still unsure whether or not the person who makes the weapons is certain whether or not this is a dream or not. But, you know, I guess Bo-Katan is like, I'll run with it. Captain Carson finds the shuttle that was carrying Mof Giddion and sees that it has been destroyed, and he has seen that he's most likely gotten away, as his body is not inside the shuttle. And that's pretty much the end of the episode. What I liked about this, I liked that they expanded the world some, that they're after Mof Giddion, who I remember because he was in the first season of this show, not another show. I enjoyed the space battles that they had in this. They seem well put together. I like watching the Mandalorians fight as a group for once and not look stupid. I don't necessarily like the idea of Mandalorians using that little wrist rope thing to corral people. If you can shoot a wrist rope at them, you could probably shoot them in the face. Just do that. Just do that. Unless you need them alive, which I understand then. But if you don't, just shoot them in the face. Overall, I did not mind this episode at all. I like that the Mandalorians got off that stupid planet finally. the comms officer, who right here has no name, so I'm just going to call her the comms officer, the lady who killed the scientist in episode 3, I think it was. There seems to be a plot, building with her and what's going on, her working for Mof Giddion. And we have yet to see Mof Giddion. We don't know where he is or exactly what his plan is, but we definitely know that he's involved. So that's good. Mandalorians have found a home thus far, which was provided by Grief Karga, which is great, I think. So there are a lot of different moving parts now, finally, but we're all working towards the same goal, which is the capture of Mof Giddion, trying to find out exactly what he's up to. And I say thank you for giving me something to look forward to try to find out what is going on. What I did not really like about this show is one, the wishy-washiness of the Mandalorians and how they rule or how they are, so you can take your helmet off. You can take it off at lunch over there. You can take your helmet off because you walk in both worlds. I need a list. I need a list of these rules. Like, what is it okay? It's not so I can never I can take it off to eat over there, but I can't. What if I walk in both worlds? I saw the beast too. Can I take mine off? Not a huge gripe, I'm just saying. Also, this seems to have become the Catan show, which isn't bad. As long as I'm getting a decent story, we just seem to have fallen away from Din Djarin, and I'm, sad to say, I don't really care. Like, it's fine as long as this story is good. I don't care who it's about, as long as it's a decent, well thought out story. Kind of glad they got away from Little Green Man this week, because I didn't care. I still don't care about his story, like, at all. If you want to be a Jedi, be a Jedi. You want to be a Mandalorian? Dope. Go do that. But I really don't care what direction he goes in anymore. That's pretty much my take on Mandalorian. I enjoyed it. I hope it keeps up next week. I hope they do not slip back into ridiculousness. I believe there are only 3 episodes left. Let me know what you think in the comments section. Like, share, subscribe if you enjoy the content. And thanks for spending time with your boy. I'll see y'all for the next one, man. All right. Chill.